frontman Pelt, right? Yeah, hi, this is Mike Lee. Mike Lee from Barren Cross. No, from Barren Cross. This is Mike Lee from Barren Cross. This is Mike Lee from Barren Cross, and you're watching Heaven's Metal Video Magazine. Big reason why Barren Cross is back together, I think, is because we have received so many letters and so much desire from the fans. They're constantly asking us, when are you guys going to do something else? And I think there's been a lot of demand for it. And you know what? We're having lots of fun. We're in the studio right now.
Drums are going,
mashed potato.
Where the drums are going boo da, and the bass is going. We live for experiences like this. Thank you. Hello. Midnight sun. I was when I first joined the band. Want to know?
12.
No, I was 19 years old. Over the past few years, you know, since I've turned 29 and Mike has turned 29, we're 12 days apart, we put on a little weight.
Scratch that from the record. Barren Cross has changed for the better. We're back with a bigger and better Barren Cross than we've ever been. I think the band...
Bigger bass sound.
It's hard to keep your instruments looking real nice.
The young boy.
These are what I call battle scars, and you just can't avoid them anymore. But this is a sign of a guitar that has been well used as a tool, and it's not just...
This is the original Barren Cross. Ray had this guitar. He made this when we first started Barren Cross. Back before Mike and Jim joined the band.
See this Nick right here? This is me. This is Mike. Wait, let's see. Where's the one from Mike's head?
Oh, yeah.
No, that's the other guitar.
The Jackson broke on Mike's head, and I had to sell it.
Yeah.
Somebody bought it and asked me what happened.
That looks like something I did.
And then he bled.
And then he bled. Anyway, enough of my guitar. It's just a standard Tom Anderson pickup, Boogie Body's Body, and Taylor Bridge for all you music buffs out there.
And nobody can
really
keep it in tune like Ray.
Nobody can keep this guitar in tune except me. I don't know what it is.
You should hear the scratch guitar part.
Yeah. But anyway, enough about my guitar. That means I used to tour. I've long since retired, unfortunately. You know.
At the young age of 20.
At the young age of 26, I retired, and now I just live up in Bel Air and don't do too much. You know, except live off our royalties.
See our imaginary music video. It was filmed in New York in an old Jewish synagogue, believe it or not. And we spent about 12 hours there, and it was quite an experience. We had a great time, and you know, it took them a few hours to edit it down, but you know, the whole song is just dealing with the aspect of music and, you know, the responsibility that we have to our audience to make sure that we share a positive message with them. And, you know, you wouldn't believe how much power a musician has over its audience, you know. I mean, you could look at a wall and say, you know that wall is green, and tell somebody that it's red. You know, if you have that much influence over them, they're going to say, yeah, it is red. So it's important for us to have, you know, a responsibility, and to keep that in mind, that responsibility needs to be taken seriously. So here's imaginary music. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it on MTV quite a few years ago, and enjoy. Hope you like the costumes.
We have some live footage for you from a concert way back. well, not too way back, I don't feel that old, but it's back before some of your times, from Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Good show, great time there. Doran, if you ever see this, it's good to see you again. Maybe we'll hook up again. Check it out, guys, you'll like it. When I became a Christian, I didn't know there was a such thing as Christian music. And first a Christian friend of mine said there is Christian music and wanted to start that type of band. And I was a junior in high school at the time, and I placed the first ad I've ever seen in a paper called The Recycler, and it said, Christian heavy metal guitar player seeking musicians. And there was no ads. And when there's no ads, there was no phone calls. I got no phone calls. I ran that ad probably for, oh God, I ran it for a long time. Then I get one phone call from this guy. He wasn't into heavy metal, but he wanted to get together with me for some reason. So we got together, and he brought Steve over, or we actually went over to Steve's house. And we ousted him, and Steve and I hooked up, and we were 17 or 18 years old at the time, and we had this idea of what we wanted to do. And it didn't come together for a little while, so we kind of went our separate ways for about a year, and then he answered an ad for Mike Lee, looking for a drummer. And he calls me one day and says, Ray, check this out. And all of a sudden I hear Mike Lee singing on the other end of my telephone. I'm going, what's going on here? Steve's one of the crazy little ideas. So that's how we found Mike. And we had another bass player for a little while. And he just disappeared, just like poof. One day he didn't show up for practice, and then in comes Jim Laverty. And that's when we started, and 2 months later we did a show. And it kind of happened pretty quick. It was, I think when there is a commitment to spreading the gospel, there is some intervention from the Lord. The encouragement I would give to bands is to always keep your original focus. If you can keep it in your original goal, to keep the original focus, that's what it takes to have the overall rounded success.
We got a new album coming out, a reunion album. By the time it hits the shelves, should be 5 years from the last studio album. We're together again, and it's great. We're back with a vengeance, and I think everybody's going to be very happy with it.
Vengeance. Very nice. Very nice.
Oh man.
My hair is back home in a bag after an hour and 45 minutes sitting in that barber seat, whatever you call it.
I believe it was 32 pounds when they weighed it after it was cut. 32 pounds of hair.
And that was dry.
This is Mike Lee from Barren Cross. You're watching Heaven's Metal Video Magazine, and this is called Crying Over You.